Data and control flow, for some reason, are two very confusing aspects of working with SQL data tools and integration services. And you'll see this on the exam in a number of ways. And if you go out there and Google this, you'll see there's all kind of confusion out there about what is data control and what is flow control. And I want to give you a brief explanation here, and I'm going to point this out a couple of times as we work in SSIS a little bit later on in the course. When I build an SSIS package, what I'm doing specifically is building multiple tasks that I want to happen in a predetermined sequential order, right? I want to go out here and grab data from this table, bring it into here. Then I'm going to go to grab data from this table, bring it into here, do some sort of manipulation, dump that into a data warehouse table, and then go grab something else and load. And there's all kind of reasons why I could need a specific sequence to happen. A lot of times I need to go get some data from a data source. I need to hold on to that data for just a second. I need to truncate the tables in my data warehouse to delete those if I'm doing a total refresh every time, and on certain tables you will. And so that needs to happen obviously in a certain order. Control flow and data control work together, okay? Let me say that a little bit differently. Control flow and data flow work together to control the order, all right? So when I've got data flow going and I've got control flow going, both of these work together. Now, make sure you know the difference between control and data flow, all right? Now let me give you the bottom line here. Control flow is what defines the order of operations for the package. Control flow says, okay, you got a bunch of data tasks out here. You've got a data task that has a bunch of stuff going on in it. I will determine which one of these goes in what order, okay? And by that I mean the data task. What I'm controlling here is the flow of the various tasks that must be completed, because I'm going to have multiple data tasks. Now within that data task, there could be 7 or 8 steps of things that need to happen, all right? A data task might be go drop some data in some tables, truncate some tables, then go out, make a connection, query some data, bring it back, load it into this table. That's a data flow task, okay? But that data flow task has to happen after something else has happened or before something else has happened. And control flow will determine when that data flow and its little collection of tasks happen, okay? So control flow simply controls the flow of the various tasks. Data flow, like I've just laid out here, is the actual movement of the data as defined in a data task. And most data tasks have more than one step, a lot of times many more steps than just one step. Data flow is the actual ETL operation. So when someone's asking you a question, especially on the exam, are they talking about control flow or data flow? If data is being moved, if we're making a connection to a data source, querying data, moving data, transforming data, if it's anything to do with ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading, then it's data flow. But if it's something controlling which task goes next, which one of these groups of instructions goes next, then we're talking about control flow. This is just naturally confusing. Maybe Microsoft could have worded it a little bit better on their naming, but I don't know what else they could have done. When you see it and it finally clicks, you'll get it. But you have to be careful, because the way they can ask these questions can be confusing sometimes with these. So just kind of get it straight in your head somehow about what is control flow, what is data flow. And again, I'll point this out in the packages as we work through them later on in the course.